Okay, so before you sell your home in 2025, make sure you do these 3 things. So selling and buying at the same time can obviously be very stressful, but if you check these 3 boxes, you'll know exactly what you're walking into.
All right, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Jen and Steve.
Woohoo! Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Doing good. All right, awesome. All right, so we come across a lot of people that want to sell their current home and buy a new one.
Yep. So what does that look like? Like, that's stressful in itself. So what are those 3 things that you are a massive stickler on when it comes to your clients and that situation?
Okay, so the first thing is always, if you're a home seller, get a net sheet. And so what's a net sheet? So a net sheet is what's going to list for you all of the expenses that you're going to incur when you're selling your home. So for an example, it's going to show your title fees, your escrow fees, your seller's commissions, possible buyer's commissions. You should also have a line item in there for potential repairs. Let's say the home maybe needs some termite work that needs to be done. That's pretty typical here in California. Make sure that you have all of those numbers buttoned up, because the net sheet is going to show you what the net profit's going to be. So meaning after all expenses, what do you have left over?
Right.
And I always highly recommend to have your agent give you 3 net sheets, right? Have them give you, hey, if we sell it on the low side, here's what you're left with. And if we knock it out of the park and, sell it for, top dollar, here's what your net profit can look like.
Yep, that's good. Very good. Okay, so seller's net sheet. What's number 2?
All right, so number 2 is super important. If you're looking at selling your home and then you're going to go buy another home, make sure that you get with your loan officer and get what's called the loan estimate. All right, and a loan estimate, once again, is similar to a net sheet. It's going to give you all of the different fees and things that are going to be included in now the purchase transaction. And it's important that you know what that number is. So if you're going to be selling your home here and buying another one, how much money did you get from the sale of the home? And then how much of that money could you possibly be using as a down payment to go toward closing costs to get into that brand new home? So, basically it's get yourself pre-qualified, right? You're gonna be going through the same process. Get pre-qualified and know what your numbers are.
All right, so seller's net sheet and a loan estimate on the new property you want to purchase.
Correct.
All right, what is number 3?
Okay, number 3 that I'm going to be a huge stickler on is if you're selling your home and you're going to be receiving potentially multiple offers. Well, that means you're going to have multiple financing options to be looking at. Everyone doesn't come across with just a conventional loan or just an FHA or a VA loan. There's requirements in there, right? So I always highly recommend get cross-qualified by a different loan officer, right?
You mean different loan officer as in like not the buyer's loan officer?
Correct. Correct. You want to use a different loan officer in order to review all of the information, right? Do they really have the funds in the bank that's available? We've seen sometimes people are like, oh, I only have $2,500 in the bank, and yet they're putting down a $10,000 earnest money deposit.
Yeah, where's that coming from, right?
Where does that money come from magically, right? So, so there are things that you can be looking for that seasoned loan officer can look for, so you can be assured that if you accept an offer that you know it's going to close and it's not going to blow out due to financing. Because let's say you're 2 or 3 weeks into it and there is a financing issue and they no longer qualify. Rates change. Maybe they just lost their job. Things can happen. So you're looking for a lot of stability in there.
For sure.
Right? And you start all over after that fact if it doesn't work out. Now your home's been on the market for 20 days, 25 days, and now the people are back looking at your home seeing back on market.
Right.
What's the first thing that they all are going to jump to conclusion-wise?
What's wrong?
What's wrong with the house?
Yes,
what
what's wrong
happened?
with the home?
Why is it back on the market?
Right.
Get ready now for low ball offers. And that's completely avoidable, I would say 99% of the time,
with the
if you just had it cross-qualled, and just to ensure that the financing is what they say it is.
Yep. Those are 3 amazing little points there. So please keep in mind, seller's net sheet, your loan estimate for your new home, and then cross qualifying your buyers that are going to be purchasing your home, right? All right. Yeah, those are awesome tips. Thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, hey, don't forget, you can also follow us at Homes by Jen and Steve. You can check out our brand new website as well, www.homesbyjenandsteve.com.
Yes.
For more information, and keep coming back here to Coffee with Jen and Steve. We have new episodes being released here this year.
Yes, yes. Woo woo.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye.